O jogo e até lançar eu vou ficar jogando a demo, né? Fazer o que? É isso, bora. O X1 eu vou colocar aqui, é claro, em 5. Tem poucas fases, pra verdade, você viu? Você e os carros a gente faz pouco, né? Mano, um vinhozinho aqui. Vai ter poucos personagens, né, mano? Ó, o que anda ali embaixo, a segunda dela dá aquela dojinha da perna, tem o Gandão lá, o skin dele também, o Dalcinho, o Gaio, o do Choque lá, o Ike Honda, aí tem um velhão que eu não sei quem é, tem aquela mulherzinha que ela tava lá dentro também, tem a Kami ali, a... Nossa, tô ruim de nome, hein, cara. Tem a Kimberly ali, são personagens novos aí, né? É isso aí. Vou escolher ele, como sempre. Nível 7, vamos jogar contra o Ryu. Ela fala mal do gráfico, não sei porquê, cara. Pra mim tá tranquilo, de boa, tá bem bonito.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see. You ready? Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checks with the projectile. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? What are they thinking here? Lots of aggression from both sides. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. What's the play here? Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Can't tech the throw? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Closes with the throw, hitting them with the smart stuff. Player 2 picks up the first round. It's still anyone's fight, so they can't get complacent here. Goes for the jump in to start the round. What'll happen this round? Throws him down. Player 1.
Voltei. Pode pedir, ama. Bom, galera, vamos ver se consigo.
Has the life advantage. There's still a lot of fighting to be had. It's anyone's match. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Drive rush. Gets in their face. Knockdown. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Throws them to negate the block. They were right to be on guard there. Are we gonna see a comeback here? KO. It's tied at 1-1. Will we see our fighters kick it into high gear? Starts with an up for the super art. Brings out the level 3 super. When you go for it, you gotta go big. What's wrong? Get up! Will that super be the turning point? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Smart throws, that'll do more damage than usual. Player 1 has a definite escape plan here if they can utilize their SA gauge. Shows a medium kick. Heading into the end game now. It's getting critical. What's gonna happen? Blocks it. Genius read. The jump in is denied. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Going in, player one will look to apply pressure here. Closing moments of the match. Comes from behind to pick up the win. They took advantage of every chance. Let's go! Player one is in the groove and almost there. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Opts to continue the attack with the drive. Rising uppercut. Risky up-close scrap still going. Player one goes for the Shin Hashogeki. It's a good spot to use the super. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Brings the impaler. Overdrive Hago. Time to reassess the situation. Jumps. Jumps all in with the uppercut. Only a little bit of drop drops them from the air. Player gets the tip with the low heavies. No hype man needed. This is the final round. Throws up a pump. Poke low heavy. Barely blocks the jump in. Still scrapping for control of the space. Player two will look to apply pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Drive rush! Target combo into... Forward rush! Okay, here we go. Looking to follow up after that target combo. What's next? Raw super art incoming. What were they thinking? Looking for a hold. Jump drops him hard. Goes airborne. The throw is denied. Are we gonna see it? Wow, reads the counterattack. They are done. Player one is a force to be reckoned with. It's not over yet. Best believe it. Time for that run. Connects with medium kick. Oh, they're in the corner now. Nice counter. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Oh, whiff the throw. Time to do some damage after that wall splat. Takes a trip. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Life lead opens up. Taking stock. This is my chance. Opt for the throw to close it out. Player two will be able to concentrate a little better with the first round in the bag. Did well to get the buff in there. No good up high. You're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. Keeping track of the opponent's movements, waiting for a good opening. Player two chases them down. And a super activation, looking to score some juicy damage. Player KO. Player two is feeling it. Match point. Round three. Immediate jump in. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Sees the overhead coming and blocks it. Springs forward with the drive rush. Closes the distance. Uses the target combo as a filler. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Drive rush to keep it going. Knockdown and... the impact doesn't do anything. They're going for the super art. Too slow. Going for the conclusive kill with that super. What a move. Claps back. They're still in this. Round four. Fight. for the jump in. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Big counter. Bops him with a target kick. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Player 1 has a slight life lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Grabs and throws them away. Going in? Not much life left, but their draw usage may save them. Zones with the projectile connects, not giving the opponent any chances. This match ain't over yet.
Fight round. Fight.
They are letting it fly from the get-go. Bumps up, sets up with the jump in. The fighters return to the middle of the stage. Poses them. Tons of space between the fighters now. What are they cooking up? Forward rush. Super art to show them what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Player 1 goes airborne. Connects with the throw. Goes to the air. Amazing. A real test of nerve. They are done.
Mano, o cara consegue. O cara me bate, na hora de eu punir, o cara me bate de novo. Aí é foda.
A trade, but they're not worried. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. Escapes the throw, but still in the corner. Gets the counter hit throw. What are they thinking here? What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Opts for the air-to-air. Burnout activates. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player 1 must feel very confident going into the later rounds after that win. They piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Both fighters having a full super art gauge means positioning is critical. Meter management is going to be a huge factor. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. In a dire situation. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Drops for the critical art. It's time to go in. The Pale Rider snatches them. They're looking to end things right here. Too good. A gutsy fireball gives them the round. It's tied at 1-1. Will we see our fighters kick it into high gear? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Player 2 is leading in meter, but how will they utilize that advantage? With this kind of gauge gap, they'll want to think about when to use it and not be trigger happy. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. The jump in is denied. Life lead is heats it up with a combo into super. All right, what's coming up next? Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? Life lead opens up super art. That's not gonna hit. The super doesn't hit. Shoots off a fireball up close. Bomb critical. What's gonna happen? A clean KO. Nice meter awareness. Comes from behind to pick up the...
Mano, matou. Como pode ir? No tanto de HP que tirou, velho. Que tiração, viu?
Checks with a medium kick. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Smart play with the throw. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Saw that it coming. The impact doesn't do anything. Jumps in. There's a change of sides. Not much life left, but they're yo, put that away. Going in? What a finish! The fighters have matched each other blow for blow. This fight will be decided in this final round. Press is slow, reacting with a fireball. Fantastic awareness. Smart play with the throw. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Knew the throw was coming. Oh, the back and forth beats are unreal. Block that off. Player one is barely hanging on to their last bit of drive. Medium kick into, oh my, the throat tag. Getting up close and personal. Close airborne. This is they are done. Player two was an absolute beast.
Fighting round. One-on-one.
Next up, stage selection. We are at the character select screen. Let's see who our fighters choose. Both sides ready to roll, and we're getting into the match. This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made. Looking to switch it up? This is a good chance for a breather. Both sides ready to roll, and we're getting into the match. This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Decides to go in with the target combo. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Taking stock. Combo with the target combo. Grabs him. What's the play here? Player two can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can fight with that last attack. Took some courage. Player one is off to a good start and wins the first round. They'll want to keep dictating the pace of this match. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. They hit each other. Great work finding the opening. Spends the meter to throw on some massive damage. Down to the wire. Punish counter. This could be... And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. We're near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? Life lead opens up. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Springs forward with the drive rush. Player two, and the throw ends the round. Both fighters have claimed a round each. Who will get to match point first? Starts the round off with a projectile to assess the situation. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Deftly shuts out the jumper. Taking stock. Combo with the target combo. Impact's a no-go. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. That drive impact is blocked. Holds out with a block. Checks him with the projectile. The jump in is denied. Low heavy hits. Mix up in. Ooh! Lands a rising uppercut. In a dive. Sneaks in the throw. Player one is one win away from winning this fight. Can they hang on? Decides to buff up while they can. Gets the jump in. Dashes the. Yo, put that away. What a clean counter. Brushes off the impact. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fire. Is the fireball part of their corner game? Smart play with the throw. Goes for the Shin Hashogeki. It's a good spot to use the super. Player one, drive rush to keep it going. Grabs and throws them away. Player one has the deck stacked against them. Can they squeeze out a win here? They quickly get back into the corner of the stage. Closes it out.
É um câncer do caralho, viu, que esse cara tem, mano.
This fight will be decided in this final round. Start things off with a jump in. Both of them were ready for a throw. Springs forward with the drive hook. Closes the distance. Still scrapping for control. The drive impact doesn't work. Excellent block to shut off the impact. Some hard. Anticipated that throw. Playing super hard to show up what a PhD and fighters can do for you. Player one may be able to pull a fast one, especially turning it right up with the super. And a real test of nerves here. Tons of space between the fighters now. What is the brain on this fighter to fit for the counter in that situation? They were sitting on their gear for this super art. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? Will they gamble something we just saw the heist of the century? Player two was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win. A jump, sets up with the jump in. That combo did decent damage. Throws him. What's next? Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Uses the parry. Lands the forward throw. The corner pressure continues. Right lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive. KO! Player one is off to a good start and wins the first round. They'll want to keep dictating the pace of this match. Beginning of the round. What will our fighters do? Can't take the throw. Player two pushes the opponent into the corner. Decides to buff up while they can. Knockdown. Throws him. What's next? Great work finding the opening. I can't keep track of these corner switches. At this range, many attacks can connect with these. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Up tap to close it. Takes one back. Both sides bringing it now. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireballs. Overdrive. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? All right. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Knockdown. Player one needs to... And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Brings out the level 3 super. When you go for it, you gotta go big. Player one needs to deal with this burnout. Add a little super juice into this combo for more damage. The level 3 super. Looking to make them feel it. Good? Player one must be feeling good after that super, but they gotta keep on the gas. Drive rush to keep it going. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Knockdown and flopping. Good read with that throw escape. Hold your breath. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Who will capitalize on an opening first? Experiencing burnout. Genius read. They were not cleared for takeoff. Player two is one win away from winning this fight. Can they hang on? Who's going to start things off? Combo with the target combo. Impaler. Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. Jump. Grabs and throws him away. Going in. Player one is dominating this match. KO. This match ain't over yet. Immediate connects with the throw. Smart play with the throw. Rising uppercut. Getting up close and personal. Putting the cherry on top.
Como que não pegou, cara? Inacreditável isso, mano. O bagulho pegou certinho no cara, mano. Como que não pegou? Essa parada aí é injusta, mano.
All the throw connects. coming. Player 2, low heavy. Spin up Shogeki. This could be make or break. Player 2, flipping them. They were sitting on their knee. Are you kidding me? Player 1 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.
Calma aí, galera, vou no banheiro, já volto. Voltei, galera.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that runback. Overhead, but it won't work. Uses the target combo as a filler. Sees it coming and drops down to the wire. Not done yet. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. All right. Player 1 chases them down. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Throws them. What's next? Closes the gap for the grab. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Spends the gauge on the adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. They just went for it with that experiencing burnout. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Player 1 can't afford mistakes without that KO. Player 1 must feel very confident going into the later rounds after that win. That drive impact is blocked. Throws him. What's next? Player 2 chases them down. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage. Adds a little super juice into this combo from...
Que porra, mano. Nunca vou fazer mais essa porra esse combo do caralho, não. Vai se fuder.
Or damage. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Uses a fireball to try and establish their pace. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. They're barely hanging in there. Can they hold out any longer? Life lead opens up. Impaler! Going in? One chance here may end this match. They were expecting that drive impact. And the throw ends the round. It's tied at 1-1. Will we see our fighters kick it into high gear?
Round 3.
Projectile to try and change the situation. There's a punish counter. Vicious tagging on a super art here to turn up the heat. Player 2 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. There's still a lot of fighting to be had. It's anyone's match. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Down to the wire. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Shoots off a fireball up close. Taking stock. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Life lead opens up. Good job blocking the jumping. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Unfazed by the switch and blocks. Closing moments of the match. One hit, the punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Too slow. A clean KO. Nice meter of it. KO. Player 1 is in the groove and almost there. Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Medium quick hit brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? The level 3 super, looking to make them feel it.
What's wrong? Get up!
Now, can they finish the job? Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Medium kick. Knockdown and breaks the block with a throw. Player 1 poses him. Life lead is the throw is denied. This is KO. This match ain't over yet. Jumps. Medium kick hits. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Knocks them out of the air. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Player 1 can't use driving. Ooh, what a smart throw. Turns out. What's next? Poses him. Player, this is gonna hurt. What now? Player 2 is in a very good spot now. Adds a bit of OD slice. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Big game difference here. And both fighters are almost done. Are you kidding me? Player 1 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win.
Caralho, mano, esse nível 7 é muito difícil e... Como é que fala? O Nível outro então é impossível. Você é louco.
What stage will they choose? We are at the character select screen. Let's see who our fighters choose. Now that our fighters have chosen their characters, it's time to go. They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
All right, you ready?
All right, first round. What's going to happen?
Where you going?
Decides to go in with the target combo. Checks with the projectile. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Player one with the life lead. Got a small life lead, but it's not over. Player one can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Knockdown. It's a normal hit, but they get in there. Player one has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left. Uses the gauge for a super art. Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Player one with the first strike, but they can't get complacent.
Round two. Fight.
This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Goes for the throw. Knockdown and player two needs to use the threat of the corner here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. This Shin Hashogaki is gonna sneak. This can lead to some big damage. He's turning it right up with the super. The super doesn't hit. All the throw connects. Oh, they changed sides. Do they gamble something here on a drive move? Player one sets the flatline zone. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Hunting for... Hands with that! Gotta do better than that! Digs in deep to get that drive in. Looking to impress with this super. Brings out an early super to pile on the pressure. Player two with slick drive gauge control. Is this in the bag? Ooh, what a smart blow. Player two needs to take advantage. Finds the target. Nothing stops this train. In a Shogeki. This could be make or break. We'll test some nerves here. Poses them. The overhead denied. Only a little bit of drive and life left. Will they gamble something here on a drive move? Ugh, take a seat. It is over. Player two is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Keeps them out. Brushes that off and keeps going. Goes forward with a gut punch. Punishes that ill-timed attack with a drive, brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Order makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Both fighters planning something? Player one closes with the throw, hitting them with the smart stuff. Player two with a good start to the fight, but can they keep it up? The immediate jump in. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Breaks the block with a throw. Brushes that off and keeps going. Goes for the Shin Hashogeki. Uses the gauge for a super art. Player one is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Still scrapping for control of the stage, springs forward with the drive rush.
Too slow.
Oh, is this it? Or are they still in this?
Yo, you good?
Hanging by a thread! Just needs one final push! Amazing! They couldn't leave that unpunished! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
Throws up a bump. Rising uppercut. Overdrive Hadouken. Impact squash. Gut punch pencil. Knockdown and player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Player 2, the drive impact doesn't work. What are they gonna do? Target combo into... Looking to follow up after that target combo. Player 2 still has a chance. Are you kidding me? Player 1 made some smart moves there. Great game. Jumps up. Rising uppercut. Beats off a fireball up close. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Neither of them willing to back off. All right, what's coming up next? Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Taking stock. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. What's the next move? Player 1 will have to fight back here without... burnout action. They kept a close eye on the skies and it paid off. Good reactions there. Player 1 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Solid throw tech. That tech's what you get when both sides go in on the throw. Throw leaves them wide open. Going in? Throws a fireball. Springs forward with the drive rush. Closes the distance. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner just goes for it at this range. They can't squander this punish counter chance. What'll happen here? Hits them with a stopping block. There's a burnout. One check. What a finish! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build them Next up, stage selection. Now that we know our stage, it's time to select the characters. All right, both sides ready to roll, and we're getting into the match. They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Checks with the projectile. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Knockdown. There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. The properties that attacks get from a drive rush make them a great tool for creating chances like that. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Neither of them willing to back off. Knockdown. Player 1 chases them down. Doing some quick planning? Springs forward with the drive rush. Each hit is so important here. KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Misses the drive impact. Handle with care. You can't drop drive impacts. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Drive rush to keep it going. Going in? You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Misses the grab. Blocks the impact. Excellent block to shut out the impact. Blocks it. Oh, says no to the impact. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins. It pumps the brakes on the impact. Are we going to see a comeback here? Impact squash. Well, how did they read that throw? Barely the overhead KO. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round one.
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Projectile to try and change the situation. The throw misses. Still slugging it out here.
Got you.
There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. So, a drive rush can really close the distance, putting moves that would otherwise be out of reach in that sweet spot to launch a surprise attack. Reacts to the throw. That tech's what you get when both sides go in on the throw. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Got their eye on the air. Gets the jump in. They need to rely on the smart play to stop the opponent. In there! Player 1 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They were expecting that guy to hit them with a stop and bop. Picture perfect adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Now, can they finish the job? Smart play with the throw. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Out of range. Relatively safe. Oh, what's this? There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish count. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Zones with the fireball. Blocks the impact. Uses the impact to shave off some of their drive distance. Racer hits. We're going to see it rain. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? Noticeable life lead is a tough rising uppercut. Checks with a... This is going to hurt. What a finish! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round one.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Barely blocks the jump in. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Impact's a no-go. Blocks the impact, but they're still pushed back. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. This is a real back-and-forth match we're seeing. They definitely know what the other is capable of. Player 1 is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful. Ah, burnout activates. Still scrapping for this. That parry may be just the catalyst they need. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 in trouble with no drive. With this super art connect in there. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Fight!
Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Did well to get the buff in there. Player 1 won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. Their spacing is so on point right now, but who's gonna blink first? Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Solid anti-air. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Finds the target. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Connects with the throw. Big drive cap now. Crowns him from a what a finish. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Sticks out the overhead deny. Medium kick. Gotta do better than that. Ooh, what a smart throw. That throw will do some good damage. Ooh, you go all in with the uppercut. Cross that off. Turning it right up with the super. Spends it all on the super. Not shy about it.
What's wrong? Get up!
Player 1 still has a chance, but it's going to be an uphill battle. Drops him hard. Goes airborne. No, critical art now.